Hello everyone. To begin, I would like to show these two photos that are up on the screen right now. These two pictures are just some of many who are affected by plastics in the ocean. And the items pictured in this photo is something that you may use daily. Plastic cups, plastic straws, and plastic bags. Considering we all live in Hawaii, it's very important to be responsible for the amount of plastic that we produce as well as dispose of. This topic is very important to me because back in high school, I was in a class where I was expected to research and create a contraption that could possibly aid in something I felt strongly about. And that topic was ocean plastics. And I felt strongly about it because it's very important for us to fix this issue. And I spent months and months of relentless research and many hours at the beach testing my prototypes. I vowed to do everything in my power to lessen my plastic footprint, and I hope you all will follow in my footsteps. First, I will explain what plastic pollution is and the amount that resulted in trash islands. Secondly, I will explain the effects of plastic in the ocean on marine life as well as us humans. Let me stop sharing my screen real quick. And finally, I will explain how you can help in small ways. To better understand the severity of the situation at hand, I'll be sharing some information that will put into perspective on the amount of trash that is currently in the ocean as we speak. In the ocean, according to researchers at NOAA, there are approximately 5 garbage patches that are as big as islands. The biggest being the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, which is approximately double the size of Texas, and it is located halfway between Hawaii and California. These patches are created due to trash from all over the world accumulating and being pushed out with the current into a specific patch. And according to NOAA, it's estimated that 1.15 to 2.41 million tons of plastic are entering the ocean each year from rivers as well as other points of entry, such as beaches. And all of this plastic is just adding to the garbage island problems. The trash that enters the ocean also ranges in size, ranging from tiny slivers of microscopic plastic, such as fibers from your polyester shirts, as well as large fishing nets and even boats. With the understanding of the amount of plastic in the ocean, I would like to talk about the detrimental effects of the plastics. The wildlife that get caught up in this trash can range from endangered sea turtles, monk seals, as well as seabirds that accidentally ingest these plastics because they are thinking that it is their food. But the creatures that I've just listed are definitely not limited to them. There are so many in the world that are affected by the plastics in the oceans. Considering that we are the top of the food chain and eat the fish that come from the ocean, we are ingesting the microplastic chemicals that the marine life may have ingested on accident. According to Selton Rich, that is called bioaccumulation, which means the chemicals from the trash that they ingest gets passed on to whoever eats those organisms, such as fish. And we eat that fish and we ingest that chemical, and that can be very harmful to your health as well as cause further issues in the future. Now that you know the effects of plastic pollution, there are small ways that you can prevent this from progressing into a larger problem than it already is. The first simple yet small solution that you can work towards is to recycle. Growing up, you may have learned of the simple, or not the simple, but the triple R's, which is to reduce, reuse, and recycle. And we are going to be doing a tiny activity on that. Let me just share my screen with you guys. So in this activity, we are going to be sorting through trash that will be listed in the middle, and you will point to whether it belongs to the trash bin or the recycling bin. The first one we have is a can, an aluminum can, and that belongs in the recycling bin. Next, we have the plastic bag, which belongs into the trash bin. Next, we have a plastic bottle that goes into the recycling bin. Next, we have a plastic cup and plastic straw, which belong in the trash bin. Next, we have the 6 rings that hold together aluminum cans, and they belong in the trash bin. And lastly, we have the glass bottle, which belongs into the recycling bin. But most importantly, all the plastics that I've listed here all do not belong in the ocean, and we have to do our best to prevent this. Like how I mentioned before, refusing single-use plastics can help a ton by creating less of a plastic footprint. Things that you have, things that you can use instead of these single-use plastics can be reusable utensils. It can be your hydro flask to replace plastic bottles, as well as reusable totes that prevent usage of plastic bags, like from the grocery store. Another thing that you can do to lessen the plastic footprint in the world is to get involved, such as volunteering at beach cleanups or just overall picking up trash if you see something on the ground. These are all just small ways that you can do to help the environment and help alleviate the plastic problem in the ocean. In conclusion, you have learned of the issues of the plastic in the ocean, the threat it poses not only our life, but as well as marine wildlife, as well as small things that you can do to help this situation. Unless we stop the amount of plastics being used and improperly disposed of, the plastic problem will continue to affect our everyday lives. Knowing this, you all have the power at your fingertips. Literally, from picking up plastics and saying no to single-use plastics from restaurants or grocery stores. One day, if we all do our part, the ocean that many creatures call home can live in a safer and cleaner environment.